And we are live right in your face, streaming Josh and Isaac Sports Jazz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, it's been the topic, it's been all over, everyone has been talking about Amorim. And guess what? It's official today, just approximately 2 hours and a half ago, or 3 hours, it was made official through Man United socials. Well, I'll read what Man United did put up. Man United are pleased to announce the appointment of Ruben Amorim as head coach of the men's first team, subject to the approval of a work visa. He will commit until June 2027 with the option of a further year once he has fulfilled his obligations to his current club. He will join Man United on Monday 11th November. Ruben is one of the most exciting and highly regarded young coaches in European football, highly decorated as a player and coach. He won the Primeira, Primeira League, or rather La Liga. That's the Portugal, Portugal League in Portugal twice with Sporting Lisbon. The first being they're trying to say the first being after 19 years when he won the league in Portugal for Sporting Lisbon. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. We are back. Let's talk some football, guys. Let's talk about Man United. Let's talk about Amorim. We've talked and talked and talked about the same manager. But yeah, I guess it's time Joshua, we wrapped it up. And yeah, we see the way to go forward. What's up? You're happy. I guess you're excited. I mean, the man you have him in the bag. He's in the bag.
I'm good. And I like the way things have happened so fast for Manchester United. Just
Yeah.
earlier this week, a manager was fired. A manager was fired. We've had to deal with three managers in a space of 5 days. A manager was
Who's
sacked. We had an
then
interim manager named.
interim manager?
Then
And now we've
we,
also
we
named.
we are now announcing the services of Ruben Amorim.
Correct.
It's very exciting. The manager that we have gotten, he's the man we think that will win the Premier League for Manchester United. Maybe in the
That is too
period
soon, Josh.
that
That is too
Ineos
soon.
thinks that United should be winning the trophy. That is in 2028. And
Mm.
he looks like a guy. He looks like a guy who is been using young talent. So we have a lot of young talent at Manchester United. I hope that he taps into that. I hope that kids like Chido Obi Martin, Seko Kone, Harry Mas, Toby Kolaya, the ones who are good enough, Samuel Lusale, can eventually break into the first team under his guidance, because I know that a kid who has been picked by a manager into the first team will always give that manager 100%.
Correct.
It's exciting
Well,
times for Manchester United fans, at
exciting.
least.
Well, let the cooking commence now. Let the cooking
Yeah,
commence. Aaron, what's up,
and
Aaron? What's up, Aaron? Aaron says it seems. Sorry, Josh. It seems like they are quite adamant on implementing the 3-4-3 formation. This could be interesting. That is true, by the way, Josh. That is true. I'm going to come back to that. I think we could get top three in 2 seasons. I thought this season. If it's
no,
in two
no,
seasons,
no,
I agree
top
with
three
you,
in two
Aaron.
seasons. No, we
Yeah,
can get
no, in
top
two
three
seasons,
this
Josh.
season.
No, stop dreaming, man. Wake up.
Why?
Stop
Why
dreaming.
do you think it is a dream?
Stop dreaming. That is way too. Are you saying Amorim is going to come right away, shoot everyone, climb the
No,
table
because I
to
mean
the
the
top three
manager.
or top four?
The No, Manchester United is not in a bad shape. Manchester United is not far off top four, and you can see that the league is a marathon. The league is not a sprint. You could have teams that started very well just fall off at the end of the season, and United could just take up those positions if they do well enough. Because
Mm.
I don't see United being so horrible not to be in the top four conversation. I know
No, Josh, I think it's too early. It's too early. It's too early for you to say. Aaron, tell me what you think. You think United can finish top three?
Eric Ten
Josh, I
Hag
can't
came
hear
in
you.
one season.
Yo, now I can hear you, Josh. What you're saying, Eric? Yeah, he came in what,
Eric
but
Ten Hag came in one season and won the
he had the
trophy.
full summer. He had the full summer to prepare,
Yeah,
Josh.
yes, he will have 13
Amorim
days to
just
prepare.
joined. It's
Amorim
almost
will
towards
have
the end
13 days to
of the
prepare.
first leg of the season.
And he's a proper manager, so he should be able to do it.
You
I don't
know,
see a reason why he does not. 2 seasons is such a long time. How
okay,
do you,
Josh,
we are
tell me
not
why you think.
Arsenal? We are
No,
not
Josh, tell me
Arsenal. We
what you.
cannot wait for 2 seasons to be third.
Josh, don't speak about Arsenal right now. They're way above you. They're way above you. So put
Oh
some
my God.
respect on Arsenal when you're mentioning their name. But Josh, why would you think we're going to make top three? Try to
Because we
make me
were good.
understand, or anyone that
Because
is
we were going
watching.
to make because we were going to make top four anyway. And the
With
players
who?
that we do have
With who?
with under Eric Ten Hag, we would have made top four.
I
And
wish Ziad was here.
the players that we do have are good enough. The players that we do have are not far off from the ones that you keep in the top four bracket. I don't see a reason that
On
these
paper, we have
players.
very good players, Josh. On paper, we have very good players, but when it comes to the pitch, when it comes for them to step on the pitch, they are
Yeah,
horrible.
and
I
this
can
is a
tell
new
you that.
manager. Can
Very
you imagine?
disappointing.
Can you imagine a guy as average as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got a whatever a new manager's bounce, and the guy the guy won 13 games on the
Runners
bounce.
luck. Runners
You
luck,
see?
Josh. Runners luck. Taji,
So
what
I
up, brother?
mean,
What up, brother? What up? What up?
if
Wagwan.
an average manager like that could have had a manager's
Yeah,
bounce
no,
and
no, let me
gotten
ask Taji.
13 games,
Taji, do you think Josh is arguing, saying Amorim could get into the top four, actually finish third this season? Do you agree with that, Taji? We see Aaron says it's possible, but I believe it takes time simply because the cohesion and the mentality of the players have to shift drastically. Right now, our form is not as good as it used to be. That is correct, Josh.
now,
That is correct.
but you see, Isaac, you're agreeing with him, but you're not
Check.
hearing what I'm saying.
Taji is trolling already. He says, new belief, new hope, lol. Sorry, my bros. I'm here to spoil all that. But Josh, it would be too early for anyone to say, for any Man United fan.
You've
To,
just agreed with what Aaron has written, and if you listen to what I'm saying, that is what I'm saying, that we do have the players. We don't we I mean, we have the players. Why not believe that you can finish in top four? We do have the players. Yes, it takes time and all these things, but the ones above us are not that far off from us. And you've seen seasons before where actually for I think the past 4 seasons, Arsenal collapses in April. Every time they collapse in April, yet they start very well. So you just don't know what might happen. So I can't. For me, I cannot write off. It is a
why are you
bit
talking about the Netflix guys? Josh,
because
leave
the
the Arsenal
Netflix
guys
guys
alone.
are the ones that you throw at me to show me that it has to take time.
Nelson says, hi, Josh
Yes,
and Isaac.
Nelson.
I'm very happy and excited that Amarim is here now. We will definitely make top four at the end of the season. Come on, where do you guys get the
Definitely.
confidence that United is going to make top four? I'll be
Yeah, we
honest.
are
I think
Manchester United.
they might make top seven. I don't know if that even
Oh my
exists.
God. Oh,
Sixth or seventh
why
position.
did you fire Eric Ten Hag if you are comfortable with seven?
Because we were declining. We were already in the 14th position. Who knows? We would have finished. I
Oh
guarantee
my
you,
God.
if it was Ten Hag in charge of the Leicester game, I'm not saying Leicester did
I
anything
even
better
doubt
or
you,
anything
Manchester
different.
United
We would have
fan.
lost, Josh. I am. I'm a
No,
loyal one.
maybe.
But Isaac, the manager, is doing well in Portugal. But or when I've watched them, it doesn't really impress me. A manager like him will be swallowed up by such a big club. We did talk about this, Josh. We did talk
You
about this,
see,
and that also. Yeah,
You
Josh, please
see,
continue.
Tajik, I don't think that the manager will be swallowed up this time, though it has been the case with all the managers that we've had before, simply because the manager has a proper structure behind him that he's willing to make everything happen for him. Ineos, he has done very deliberate things. to make sure that they get success. So I mean, if they have put their weight behind this manager, I just believe that they will do everything in their power for the club not to swallow him.
So, in other words, you're insisting and saying United could finish top four this season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was always going to finish top four. It was
No,
always going to finish top four.
that you say is not up for conversation, man. With man divided,
To be
they
honest,
have to
how to
they have to
rebuild.
rebuild.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
but
be honest, they
what
have
you
to rebuild.
forget, rebuilding does not have to take 3 years. That is
Josh, that
rebuilding a
is
club like Arsenal. But
no,
if
leave Arsenal out of this, Josh.
yeah, but if you're rebuilding to win the league, that's another whole thing. But if you just want to do whatever it takes to get into Europe, believe you me, we shall get into Europe.
Well, Nelson says we've got a very good squad and well balanced. We've got a very good and well balanced squad. I believe this is the best squad we've had past Faggy. It's true, it could be the best squad on paper, But as I said earlier, when they step on the pitch, I don't know what these boys play. It's completely different. It's
For
completely way,
me,
way, way different.
Nelson, for me, the problem is at the front. Yeah, the team could be balanced, but we have so many exciting young talent that needs to be sharpened. So with young talent, you give them time. A player like Ganacho can give you 5 bad games, but he's very, very, very impressive in the 5 bad games that he has given you. That means you can ask how can you be impressive and it's a bad game. I mean, he can give you a game like he gave against West Ham, where he has like all these attempts on goal, but he fluffs all his chances. His finishing is poor, his decision making is poor, and yet he
Josh,
looks the
Josh, Josh,
most
Josh,
threat every time he
Josh.
gets into goal.
There's a
He
narrative
gets
you've created. I think for the last 2 weeks, you're jumping and trying to grind on Ganacho. That is not. It's not factual, Josh. I
It's
do
only
not
you
agree
who
with you.
doesn't see
Right
it,
now, he's
but
one of your best players. No,
maybe no,
Josh,
maybe we
it's
ask
not
Aaron.
fair for you to say Ganache is. No, ask Aaron, ask Nelson.
Yeah, you ask him
Ganache is
what
one of
you
our
want
best
to
players.
ask him.
They've done so. Yo, Aaron, Taji, Sinan, what up? What up? I see Sinan is also in the building. Nelson, tell me, do you guys think that Ganache is too wasteful? Because to me, I think compared to Rashford, he's not even close to that,
You
to being
see,
wasteful.
now that's
He's a very
Isaac.
good
That's
player. He's
Isaac. That's
growing
the
up.
problem.
He's performing. I would actually say he's overperforming, not even under. But I would say Rashford, your favorite player, is underperforming.
Isaac, the problem that you
He
do
scored
have
three
is
goals back to. Yeah, what's the problem that I have, Josh?
you're comparing Garnacho to Rashford. In my
No, I'm not
mind,
comparing.
in
Of
my
course,
mind, first
Rashford is
listen.
better, but I'm
In
saying
my
currently
mind,
this season.
in my
Yeah,
mind, I'm comparing Garnacho to Vinicius Jr. because that's the potential that I see that the boy has. But at 20
man, you're
years old,
confusing.
at 20 years old, I see that the boy is so lacking. There's so much that he has to do to improve his game to reach the levels of maybe Vinicius Jr. But just talent, the boy is a threat. The boy is impressive,
Well, at
but
least you say that. At least you give him
he
his
is
flowers
often
on
he
that.
is often going to he is often just going to be inconsistent because he has failed to do the right thing. His decision making is so poor. I mean, he can score a goal, he can pass the ball, he can make a good cross, but he just doesn't know when to do it. And that is acceptable. That is okay because he's 20 years
Okay,
old.
if you put it that way, maybe I understand. But the
That's
first
what
way
I've
you
been
phrased it,
saying.
no, 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 no. The first way you phrased it, you made it look like he's really, really poor, and he's one of the reasons that's why we are not winning games. Josh, that is not
Yes,
correct.
he is.
And
He
Josh, I
is.
have something for you in the comment section. Taji wants
Yeah.
to fight with you, but first let's go through Aaron. Aaron says that actually due to several
Taji,
players that
leave Eric
need
Ten
to
Hag.
go, I would say in the second, rather in 2 seasons, football heritage. Yeah, Josh, for you to finish top three. Then I see
Top
Taji says
three.
other teams are getting closer better faster than you guys, Josh, which is true. Hi, Sinan. What up, brother? What up,
I
Josh
agree,
Amorim?
but when you say other teams, the
Ganacho
only
is
teams
wasteful, but he's still doing better than the rest of the front players. He goes on to
agreed.
say to Ned, you, Josh, Ganacho can't be compared to Vinny, in all honesty. He's a good player, but nothing really stand out about him.
He's
There you go,
electric. That
Josh.
stands. He's electric. He's
No,
very
no,
direct. That's what
yeah, Josh, he
stands
is,
out
but
about
it's too
him.
early to go. It's too
No, no,
early.
no, no. You
It's too early
see,
to compare him to
I
Vinny,
know, I
to
know, I know.
Vinicius.
In football, I know in football, um, fans almost get sick the moment they hear a comparison with a player. But if you do hear the comparison itself, I am not talking about Ganacho vying for the Ballon d'Or with Vinicius Junior. Not at that level.
Mm,
What I'm talking about, that the Ganacho that you see today, he has the promise. He gives you the promise that one day he can fulfill his potential and become a player who is a world beater like Vinicius Junior is. Okay,
okay, if you say that, that is correct.
you cannot say that about Amad Diallo, because whoever in fact,
And you cannot
if
say that about Rashford.
first, listen, Rashford is 26, so I'm not talking about him in the same breath of Ganacho and Amad Diallo. But what I'm trying to say that even if Amad Diallo performed so well to his full potential, I don't think he can be as good as Vinicius Junior, because his talent is quite different from what Junior gives you. Whereas Ganacho, I mean, apart from his poor dribbling, he's there. He's there. He has the talent. He has the talent. He has to work on it. I hope that he works on it by himself without even a manager telling him to do the right thing, because the experience has to teach him one or two things to better our chances. For Man United to finish where I think we shall finish, Ganacho just has to be better.
Well, Aaron says another issue under Ten Hag, under Eric
Are
Ten
you sure
Bam
he says the nag?
was was the fact that he had issues like giving away possession too much. Actually, yeah, during the preseason, it looked like they had worked on that, but when the season started, it went south. Oh God, the queen of trolling is here. How can you build a big fan
I
base for Man
know.
U when you don't believe in your team, Isaac?
Isaac
Yeah,
is
the
an
Arsenal
Arsenal
fan in this
fan.
guy.
Wallahi, wallahi. Isaac is an Arsenal fan.
Amarim is going to be ruthless
He
in
had he
the
has to
locker room.
be. He really has to be ruthless to get something out of these players, because we have often heard that there are players who are softies.
Mm.
They're players who do think that our house is behind Old Trafford. So I mean, I've been here since I was 3 years old. So you have to handle me in a certain manner, or else I will flinch. That is not good. That is not good. And Amorim has to be ruthless. He has to really stamp his authority on the team. I just saw a comment. Taji, you said that when you watch them, you're not wowed, you're not impressed. That is Sporting Lisbon. That might be the case, but for me, what stands out is the guy is a winner. The guy has found a way to be successful in a very short period of time, even when he has played so many different players. First of all, he has a knack for talent. He has a knack to replace players. Yao Palinya was sold. Ugarte was sold. Matias Nunes was sold. Nuno Mendes was sold to PSG, but he kept replacing these players. He went and got Jokores from Coventry City in the championship in England.
Yo, and
And
he's
look at
doing
the
so well.
player. Yeah, look at the
He's
player.
doing
So, I
he's
mean, at least
fantastic.
he
He's
has a
been
knack for
absolutely
talent.
amazing.
Yes, he has a knack for talent. He can pick one or two of the players who are the best in the market, even if he does not have the resource envelope.
Yo, by the way, Aaron did say something earlier. I don't know where the comment is. I felt Is it possible? I believe it takes time because the cohesion. He did say something. I don't. This. I got it, Josh. He was talking this. Let's go back to this. He said it seems like they are quite adamant on implementing the 3-4-3 formation. This could be interesting. Yo, by the way, you remember the comments that Paul Scholes said about exactly Amorim and his formation, where he came out said United is a four. He was literally trying to say every manager that comes to Man United should either be playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1, which I really think is rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Paul Scholes should get another club to support.
No, Josh, really.
Yeah, I mean, like he can pile up his tips from the past
Mm-hmm.
and just watch them every weekend we are playing, because football has moved from where he wants it to be. I mean, Man United for a very long time, Man United has been the last. Okay, it has been the
Yeah.
last at accepting the new trends in football in every
Mm.
department. So we ended up having a coach, and it's only the coach who has ideals of the modern day world of football. But the rest of the board and the people around, they all believed that we should play like David Beckham, like Gary Neville, like, you know, which was a problem for a long time at the club. For me, I just want Amorim to be himself. I know that to be successful at Man United, you just have to be a manager with a very, very, very big personality and
That is correct.
great mentality. So you cannot easily be pushed aside, and get the results. Get the results. You don't have to quickly play the 3-4-3, because for me it looks very intricate. It might be a bit difficult for the players to get right away. But the good thing, when you look at the 3-4-3 formation and the players that we do have at the club, I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect, because you
Well,
already have three at the back, even without Lenny Euro. You have maybe Lindelof or Maguire. Maguire is
mm,
injured, but Lindelof is available. You have Martinez and you have Delict and Evans at the back. So I mean, you can choose it. You can pick and choose who you want to play in that back three. Then the four midfielders, you do have them. You have high flying wing backs that are actually arguably the best in the league, because you can
uh,
pick them up.
Josh,
Yeah,
Josh. I
Mazraoui
like it
and
when you
Dallo.
try when you
No,
put out
first
your point,
listen.
but don't.
First listen.
Sometimes
No,
you over.
ain't
I don't know.
no
Is it
butter. Ain't no
overcooking?
butter. Ain't no butter.
You add a
First
lot of butter
listen.
after a lot of cooking. Come on,
No, first
it's
listen.
not fair.
When you look at no, you look at Mazraoui and Dallo, and you look at the
Yeah,
fullbacks in the league. I mean, they're in that pool. They're in the pool of the best fullbacks in the league, Dallo and Mazraoui. And now these are very high flying wingers. Ziad told you yesterday it could be a good thing if Anthony played left wing back.
by the way,
Maybe
it
it
could work
could.
out for him. Who knows? He
Yeah,
could
yeah,
actually turn
yeah.
out to be very good.
Yeah, it could turn
Maybe with
out to be
Anthony, I
the.
do agree, but not Ganacho. So you were suggesting that Ganacho can also do the same thing yesterday.
Yeah, but for me, suggesting Ganacho do the same thing is because it will give us one or two more ideas going forward. And the other thing is it might just bring out the childishness. It might bring out the childishness in Ganacho. It might just help him mature faster. And
Not in that position, Josh.
when he gets back to where
Uh,
he's supposed to play, as in it will be amazing.
Taji says he came to England and tried to stick up with his crazy salary fee. Then went to West Ham to try and stick up Chelsea. Amarim is a good coach, but I think Man United is too big of a
Taji,
club
you
for
just
him.
didn't have money. First
Then
wait on Taji. Taji just didn't have. Liverpool never had money, and Liverpool is a small club.
ne-
So is West Ham. So
Taji,
is
I didn't say
Chelsea.
that.
When the
Taji, I didn't
biggest
say
club
that.
of them all, when the biggest club
I
of
didn't
them
say
all
that,
came
Taji.
for his services, he did not care what was going on. He did say
Taji, I
that.
didn't say that.
Just talk to my bosses. I'm ready to leave. And
Taji, you can have a go at Josh.
He's a
I didn't say
Manchester
that. Ask
United
him.
manager today.
Taji, ask Josh when is the last time he won a trophy. I mean, a league trophy. Well, Nelson says Ganacho is selfish, a little wasteful. His decision making is still lacking. He needs to feed his strikers and more clinical when he decides to shoot.
Now that's not
Then
me. That's
Aaron
Nelson.
says, I
Exactly.
still like Rhodes formation, Alex Ferguson era 4-2-2, sorry, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. I also like it, but bro, if we get someone who can get the best out of us using a different formation,
You
to be honest,
get
I can't wait to see
even
that
if even if
3-4-3
it is Diniz,
under
even if it
Amorim.
is
I cannot wait to
Diniz's
see that. I cannot
even
wait
if
to
it
see
is
that.
Diniz's formation of 4-2, sorry, the two in the middle and the
Hmm.
four up top, I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Well, we also have yeah, Taj was replying to you, Josh, where he said, "Lol." He wanted you to repeat it. Liverpool is a what, Josh? He said Liverpool is a small club compared to Man United.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
just
he
saying
said.
smaller. I'm just saying smaller, not small, smaller. Taji,
Man, you're wilding. But
it
anyhow,
is,
I'm
it
so
is.
happy. I'm so happy that it has been officially announced. Everything is right there in plain. I mean, for everyone to read, the players now can be comfortable knowing the manager is coming through very soon as the international break starts on Monday 11th. And Nestroy has one game is already done, which is a win for him. So he has 3 games left for him. Nestroy has all 3 games, and they are all at Old Trafford. He has to play against Chelsea this
Chelsea on
weekend.
Sunday.
Yes, which is a very very big game by the way. He has to play against PAOK, the great team in Europa midweek next season. He has to play lastly at the weekend, or rather over the weekend, against Leicester City in the Premier League, and that is a game, that is a match I cannot wait to watch. Aaron says Man United forever. Glory, glory, Man United. Taji says Liverpool is a big club, maybe second in England, if not the first. So Liverpool cannot be a small club. Yo, he's wilding, Taji. He's wilding. I don't know why he would say that Liverpool is a small club, but
No.
sometimes it's the I don't know why Josh would say that, but we all know. I mean, if you asked him when rather when is the last time Liverpool or rather Man United won something like EPL or Champions League, he's going to yawn. He's not going to say anything. Josh, there you go.
Yeah, Taji, thank you very much. Because if you can put back that comment and read it out loud for him, because
Have at it, say it,
for
and
you,
please
you
respond to
see,
him.
Lord, LFC is a big club, maybe second biggest in England, if not first. So LFC can't be a small club, my bro. Law. You see, even him, he does think that it is what the second biggest. Taji, you know who the biggest is. You know who the biggest is. You know who the biggest is.
Well, in England right now, trust me, United is
He
not
no,
even
he
in.
also knows that you see, maybe second biggest in England, if not first. So that just
Well, he
shows
says one
that
more title, and we will be the winningest. I think he meant to say the biggest club in England.
Yeah. One more title. I think to win the title you won in the boardroom, the COVID title. I think that COVID title you won, it took you what 36 years, and for us we're still on what 13, 14, 15. So we're not doing
You,
badly. We last won one in
Taji, I think.
2013, and you
Uh-huh.
won a boardroom title in during the COVID season. So it counts that you just had to win in the boardroom to make it 2020. We had to have a pandemic for Liverpool to win a title.
Copam is
Oh
going
my
to be scary when we face Chelsea. Yo, Aaron, we're going to come back to that in the next, I think, 4 to 5 hours. We're going to have a stream, the preview Man United versus Chelsea, and please be ready. And yeah, we will talk. We will talk about the predicted lineups. how we expect Nestre to
Maybe I
line
can
up.
ask. Maybe I can ask guys from the comments. What are your most concerns about Amorim? I know Taji is already fearing that Amorim is going to.
Big up, Aaron.
I know Taji is already fearing that Amorim is going to change the fortunes of Manchester United, and they may never be able to win a trophy
Man,
again. But
you're too confident, Josh.
yeah, but I mean, Aaron, what are your other concerns? Do you have a problem with the 3-4-3? I don't seem to see why we don't excel playing 3-4-3. We have the players. We have Rasmus Højlund up front who can play just as Jokeres can. We have Ugarte in the middle of the park. We have Bruno Fernandez. We have
Kobe
high
Mino,
flying wingers. We have Kobe Maino. I mean, it's
the
beautiful. It's
fullbacks
beautiful.
in the fullbacks. That's if they're also fit. Luke Shaw, he's
Uh,
also good
uh,
as a left.
why do you keep
He's
talking about Luke Shaw? By the way,
because he's
I've not
still under
understood.
contract. He's still
Yeah,
under contract as a Man United player. What?
I
Roma
believe.
is they're coming back after the international break. That's the rumor.
Oh,
That's what I just read
oh,
somewhere.
I hope
And you
so.
know
But
he's a good he plays good in a three, by the way, in a
I
three
don't think
four
he
three
can
or three
anymore.
five, whatever it is. But with a back three, he plays good. He's very
I
good.
don't
You've
like
seen him
I
play,
don't
Josh.
like players who are not reliable to be part of the team that is supposed to
Unfortunately, yeah, you're
be
correct.
taking
He's
us
not
places.
reliable.
Yeah.
Manchester is the biggest club, best of fan, best and stuff like that. But the most successful club in England is Liverpool. Well, I think Josh also agrees that you just told him only one more trophy, only one more title, and he's
Yeah, guess
he's
what?
nowhere.
It took them over 36 plus years to just equal
Isaac,
United.
see, yo, Taji, it's not me. That's him again responding to you that it took you over 36 years to to be up there with United. Isaac, you're going to have me up there with Josh for one of these debates. Josh, we won
Yeah.
that title before COVID took. Taji,
No, COVID was there.
I would
It
gladly,
was in the
Taji,
boardroom.
yo, Taji, Taji,
It was a
whenever you're ready,
boardroom
Taji,
title. It was a boardroom
Taji,
title.
whenever you're ready, let me know when your shoelaces are up, or rather tied very
Bro.
well. Step on, and you'll have a go at him. Any day, brother, any day. Just let me know. Any day you're ready. When are we going to talk about Liverpool? We are going to talk about Liverpool. I think tomorrow. No, I don't think it's tomorrow because we have a big game. But yeah, we shall talk briefly about it. But Taji, I'll let you know any day. Any day you feel like you want to take him out, bro. Let me know. You know
Yeah,
how we
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
come on, go head to head with him. Prove to him that he's not.
we're going to have an
Liverpool is
opportunity
not.
to beat we're going to have an opportunity to beat Liverpool again this season. So don't worry,
Again,
time is
after they
coming.
beat you 3-0,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
after they thrashed you
Yes,
3-0.
yes, yes, yes.
Taji, Taji, you listening to this
I mean, yeah, so
to
we're going
this
to have an
dude?
opportunity to beat up on you. So, I mean, I know it has not been good over the years, the recent past, but yeah, Liverpool won it
Aaron.
in the boardroom.
By the way, Aaron, over the weekend, of course, we will be doing a watch along Man United versus Chelsea, brother. If you want to be on the stream for the watch along, let us know. We are coming back later today for the preview of the game. But if you want to be on the stream, let us know because Taji has been here before, although it was for a short while. Taji says Josh is killing me, Isaac.
Bless up, bless up, bless up, brother.
Yeah, he's also killing. He's wilding, man. Whatever he's saying, everyone knows that it's not correct. Yeah, but Josh, yeah. So that's it. That's for Man United. And by the way, Ruben Amorim does not have a veto right for recruitment. That
Yes,
is in
yes,
his
yes.
contract.
No,
But
he does
I
not.
wouldn't blame Ineos. By the way, I wouldn't blame Ineos
No,
after that
he
because we
does
see
not.
Anthony, Mason Mount.
You you see, in your head, you think that Eric Ten Hag had veto powers to
I
bring
haven't
these
talked
players
about
that he
Eric Ten
brought.
Hag. No, but Josh, I think he
But
had a
the
say.
players you've
For
talked
this to
about,
come out, for this to come out, Josh, that means they are putting out everything in the open, and it looks like Ten Hag
yeah,
had a
but
say.
yes, listen, Isaac, when you look at it,
Yo,
the manager had to have veto powers on the players that he wanted at the club. Reason why, there was no structure at the club to do that job. I mean, we are talking about guys who spent a whole summer window chasing Frankie De Jong. I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
used to send us pictures when they're on flights. They're having a dinner in Barcelona. But Frankie De Jong never came a whole summer. So they rushed and bought Casemiro. You understand?
Which
So
was
I
a
mean,
quick panic buy.
so we if
I mean,
Ineos
at the
has,
age, how old was he when he came in? 30 years old? 31,
yeah,
32? I
yeah,
don't remember. But at that age, to bring him for that amount of money that United paid, with that high, rather with the high wages that we pay him weekly, I
and
don't
that
think
one
that
is
is very.
also
Oh, that
blamed
was
on
good
Eric
business.
Ten Hag. How it is
Well,
blamed on him, you'll never
of
know.
course, he must have sanctioned. He must have said okay to it.
No, yes, of
I'm
course he
not saying he was
sanctions.
the overall person to sanction it, but
Look here,
y-
Isaac. You have a
Josh, there were
deficit.
options. You
No,
remember
look.
in the summer, in this transfer window, we had this
No, we're talking
Brazilian
about the one
kid,
of Frankie De Jong.
Richard something. No, what I'm trying to say is
Richard
we
Rios.
could have gone somewhere. Richard Rios, thank you. We could have gone somewhere, even then, get someone else, but not Casemiro. I'm not saying Casemiro is a bad player.
Okay,
No, he's a good player, but
you
unfortunately,
see, the
do you see the
rumors starts
Sterling
to
deal?
fly.
Now, that is a
The
very good deal. The Federico
That's
Chiesa
how
deal, that is a
Casemiro.
very good deal.
That's how
No, I'm
Casemiro
saying that is.
ended up here.
Yeah, but they didn't pay those lots of money. They didn't pay any.
But Eric Ten Hag
United
does
paid
not
a lot
have
of
the
money,
check.
and they're not even paying them a lot of salary. The
But
wages Casemiro is
Eric Ten Hag,
taking weekly at Man United is crazy, man.
Eric Ten Hag did not have the check at United to sign off for players. And besides, the small players you're talking about have not won five Champions League medals.
See now what he's
So I
saying.
mean, Casemiro comes with another, and he comes with a higher reputation. So things are a bit different. But what I'm trying to tell you, rumors are flying now over most of the things that used to go on. It is rumored that before the club decided to bring Joshua Zirkzee, Eric Ten Hag wanted to bring Danny Welbeck.
I read that somewhere also, by the way. I
Yeah,
read that.
so I mean,
How poor can that
what do you
be? How
say?
poor?
What
How
Danny
poor can that
Welbeck?
be?
Danny Welbeck already has 6 goals this season,
No, Josh. No, 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 Josh. As I said yesterday, Welbeck
and it's
fits
a
in Brighton.
no,
Welbeck
a guy
fits
like that.
in
You
Crystal
see,
Palace. Welbeck
a guy
fits in
like that,
maybe
a
Aston
guy
Villa, but
that
not Man United.
okay, a guy like that at the age that he is just brings back experience to the club. And because
Mm.
you have a Rasmus Hoyland who is 20 years old, at least you have a 30-year-old or 31-year-old who is, or 34, is actually 33, making 34. If you have a 33-year-old who is playing alongside him, the 33-year-old doesn't have a problem sitting on the bench, but the 33-year-old is going to do so much for this 20-year-old to develop. But then the club chose to go with Joshua Zirkzee.
Understood, Josh. Understood. But yeah, I still think the business for Casemiro, where the fact that United paid 60 million pounds plus 10 additional million pounds was a bit huge. I mean, was crazy, regardless of him winning 18 major trophies.
Yeah,
Plus also
it
the
was the
fact that
cost
he
of
has to be
doing
receiving
business.
350, yeah, 350 per week, bro. That
Yeah,
is a
it
lot
was
of
the
money.
cost of
Uh,
doing business with people who are not really up there.
Aaron says, "Sure, man. Big up. I would see rather. You were saying if I think he's responding to him if he's able to come up. Yeah, Aaron,
Right.
please let us know. Ten Hag got a job as ASAP Josh. Then where will Fernandez play in the 3-4-3 formation, Josh? That
I
is for you.
know, I know that is difficult. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know how you don't have Fernandez in your team, because you in that very formation you need a player like Fernandez, because he had Matias Nunes, he had players who were ball players. So I think it will have to be either Ugarte and Fernandez, Ugarte and Kobe Mainu, because then the two is Mazraoui and Dallo. Then yeah, then Ganacho and Rashford. He will find a way to play them, but Fernandez must be in that team.
It's a must. Fernandez. Sorry, guys. Fernandez must feature, man. I see.
Yeah.
Uh, actually, there too. I see him playing up front, Josh. By the way,
In place of Rasmus Højlund.
no, from the right. Surprisingly, I see a formation. It's a bit crazy, by the way. That's a
Yeah,
very,
that's
very
okay.
brilliant
I don't
question.
care where you put him, but I don't know why
That's a
you
brilliant
you get
question, Josh.
I don't know why you get the best player in your team and you play him out of position for a whole season when you're fighting to finish in top four. I think Fernandez should be playing in the middle of the park.
In the middle of the park. Okay, so in
Yeah,
other words,
with
okay,
Ugarte,
assuming you have
Fernandez
like,
and
if let's
Ugarte.
assume it's a 3-4-3, Josh. Behind you're going to have Lisandro Martinez from the left. You're going to have Delict in the middle. Excuse me. You're going to have assuming everyone is available. Lenny Euro, I'll
No,
give it to
let's say
him.
Ipswich. Let's say Ipswich.
No,
Evans, Lindelof, the
man,
back
why are you talking?
three.
No, come on, we have better players. Okay, Evans, Lindelof, who else, Josh?
Evans, Lisandro Martinez, and Delict. Or Lindelof,
Okay,
Lisandro Martinez, and Delict at the back. Then
okay.
the wing
Then
backs,
let's
Mazraoui and Dallo. Then in
Dalo
the middle of
and
the
in the
park,
midfield
Ugarte and Fernandez.
and Fernandez. Okay, yeah,
Then the
that's okay.
three, then the three, Ganacho, Hoyland, and Rashford.
And Rashford.
Yeah,
Still Rashford coming from the right.
yeah.
I told you
Whichever,
Ganacho produces more.
whichever
He's
side.
more active when he's coming from the left. The same goes to,
What
by the way, to
you cannot be
Rashford. I'm not saying otherwise. The same goes
you
also to
cannot be a
Rashford.
footballer. You cannot be a footballer who says you play better when you're coming from the left. When both sides are you use both feet.
Well, let's see what Taji says. What Taji says, he says, Josh, does Man United have a world class player?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It does. It does. There's Andre Onana. There's Bruno Fernandez. There's Nassar Masraoui. Those are
Mm,
all world class players.
no, Josh. By the Onana is close. Maybe he's a bit close to being a world class player, but he's not
No,
a world
he is.
class
He's
player.
a world class player.
Who, Onana? You
Yeah,
think? No.
yeah.
Fernandez, I do agree. I think
You
by the we
see,
have
the
how
moment, let
many
me,
players did you say? How many players did you say? How many
I
players did
just
you
mentioned
mention?
three. I just
Okay,
mentioned three.
Onana, Fernandez,
But
and who?
I think also Liverpool has only one world class player because that word world class is often misused. For me, when you say world class player, what are you looking for? Because they're world class beaters and they're not world class players. Because the world class players would be the ones that have won trophies at the big stage. And at
Mm,
Liverpool, I only see McAllister, who has
mm,
maybe won a World Cup. But
okay.
yeah, the rest of the lot, I know they were world beaters at the point that they won things like Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like, oh, Mo Salah. Mo Salah is definitely a world beater.
Yeah. So how many of those
Yeah.
compared to Man
No, no, no.
United?
They do have more. They do have more. They have Van Dijk. They have Mo Salah. They have
Well,
they
you
have
had
a
said
lot.
they have only one.
No, no, no. They have, no. You see, the problem is the word world class player because world class player. I mean, what have you won? What have you won?
No, Josh, come on, don't say that, Josh.
No,
You're
it
being a
is
bit
true.
sarcastic.
No, I am not. It
Canute,
is true.
wait, Josh. Taji says Canute is also a world class player.
Ibrahima Konate. I know he has come of age this season and he looks very good. He's promising. I like what he's about. I didn't believe that his development will be so rapid that it
Mm,
would even scare William Saliba from a starting place in the French national team. But such is his development. He looks very good. He's the real deal. But world class, come on.
Well, he says VVD. He says Trent
VVD
Arnold.
definitely Dutch.
Trent Arnold. Trent Arnold is a world class player, Josh.
Oh, Alisson, you. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
How
yeah,
many
yeah.
players are those, Josh? In Man
No, no,
United, I
no.
only see one player, Bruno Fernandez,
But
unfortunately.
he has won nothing.
And I say that with pain. No, Josh, you don't have to win something to be a world class player. Come on, man.
You can be a world class beater
Josh, how do you understand?
like
No,
Trent
no, no.
Alexander
That
Arnold.
is your own
Trent
understanding, Josh.
Alexander Arnold is a world class beater. He's not a world class player. Robertson, world class beater.
Nelson says, Josh, Luke Shaw is the only missing piece on our chessboard. Until we replace him, the team will always look
Yeah,
unbalanced without him.
yeah. That guy should
Only
be.
Bruno Fernandez, and he barely is.
Oh God, oh God. I don't think there is a person in your midfield who can play ahead of Bruno in his position. Not even my
By
favorite
the
Sobosola. He can't play ahead
by the
of
way, if
Bruno.
you say, yeah, if you say in his position, by the way, it's
Yeah,
a tricky one. It's Taj.
it's
Taj, you
not
have to
tricky.
accept.
It's
Taj, give me,
simple. It's
Taj, Taj, give me someone who would bench Bruno Fernandes in
at
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Assuming, yeah, I mean, if you walked straight into that team, who would bench Bruno Fernandes? Uh,
Fernandez
he
can walk
says
into that team on crutches and start.
McAllister is a World Cup winner.
Yes,
Well, Josh, you
that
were
I
saying
forget.
that.
Yeah,
So does
Maka
that
is a
make him a world class player?
yeah, but he's also
No,
there. He's
no, no,
mid.
no, 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 no,
He's
Josh.
mid. He's mid. He would have been, but he's mid. He's just there.
Yo.
If he
Anyway,
had
thank you
that
so much for
talent,
tuning in
if he
for
had that
Jazz.
talent of
Josh, there you go. There you go, Josh. There you go.
yeah, 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 yeah. That I can believe. I mean, getting there. Plus, it's Dutch. It makes it much more easier.
I have a few things here trying to distract me. Then Sinan says, I think Martinez, Dallo, Delict, and Malasia can fit in the system, in the 3-4-3 system. Well,
By the way, like I was
uh,
saying yesterday, I don't think that Amorim is stuck to play a 3-4-3. Amorim is a player's coach. When he comes to United and looks at the squad, he will adapt to what is at United and he will get the best system to play for United to thrive. He does not
mm,
really, he's not rigid. This is a guy who can have three or four formations in one football match. So I believe that he will adapt to the players that he has. He will play the system that will give him the best results. If that is a 3-4-3, so be it. But I don't think that he will be rigid, that he has to play 3-4-3 or he does not play a formation.
well, Smith, glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. Hope you're good. Smith says, Zach Z, Rashford, Anthony Mount, Luke Shaw, Maguire, sell immediately. Josh, someone agrees with me about Rashford. Someone agrees with me. I'm behind you, Smith. I also think he should be sold. If PSG comes in swinging with a good pass, let him go. Victor Gyökeres, I wish we could get that player. Petro, then Lautaro Martinez. You really love Martinez. I'm not really a
Yeah,
huge fan of Martinez, by the way, Josh. I don't know.
I
What do you think
am.
of
I
him?
am.
Yeah?
Lutalo Martinez should have won the Ballon d'Or ahead of Rodri because he even had a much better year than Rodri and Vinicius Junior. He won everything wherever he was. He won
Mm,
trophies in Italy. He was the top scorer with 35 goals. He was the top scorer at the Copa America. He won the Copa America with Argentina. I mean, he
yo,
won much more than even
by the
Rodri.
way, people, I don't know. By the way, that is a good one, Josh. He won
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything. He won
He
the
won
Copa America.
everything.
That is correct.
He won everything. But how they choose Rodri, who never even won a Man of the Match award the whole season, it's beggars belief.
Yo, that's a very good insight about Lautaro Martinez. I also
I
think he's a
love
very
him. I
good
love
player.
the player. I love South Americans. They
Most
have
South
they have
American. And
they have
well, Man
great.
United has a what, a Portuguese coach now, and Portuguese love South American players. So I'm hoping we get many, or sorry, more of those. It will be great. It will be great to have them into the team. That will be great chemistry for the whole team, Josh.
You were
Uh,
earlier talking about Rios, Ruben
okay,
Rios.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know
The
the
midfielder,
problem
the
with
CDM.
Rios? Yeah, the
Mm,
CDM from
mm,
Colombia. You see, the
yeah.
problem that he has is almost four people own his rights. His
By the way,
economic
that's
rights
the
are owned
problem
by three people.
with
So it's
South
very
American
difficult.
players.
Yeah, it is very
That's the
difficult to
problem with
do a
South
deal
American
for him.
players. You know, that's the problem with South American players. I read about that deal. A lot of things were attached. I think there were almost the club. There was some I don't know what organization that was that also had rights. It's
Yeah,
one of the reasons as to why, by the way, Paul,
we didn't even
what
go
is
far
it,
with it.
Diabala? One of the
Yeah,
reasons as to why Diabala failed to move because of that. He
Mascherano,
had a lot of
Carlos
things.
Tevez,
Mascherano, yeah,
Mascherano.
a lot of things, and it wasn't really nice. It was a problem. It was a problem. But well, let's wait and see how things turn out. Yeah, Josh. Someone asked earlier in the comment section, how do you expect our players to line up? I mean, who do you see getting dropped? Who do you see starting just
That's
to
a
fit into the
difficult one.
system?
That's a difficult one at the point. We've been here trying to find which players will fit in a 3-4-3 formation, and we are
Mm.
having trouble fitting in the midfielders that we have at the club because some of us think that Bruno Fernandez should be starting in any lineup Man United has. But then again, you have Casemiro and Kobe Mainu, who you think, and Eriksen, who
I
you
think it's a
think
good thing if a
who
manager
you think
has. That's a good problem for a manager to have.
yeah, but
It's
these
better than
are
not having players to play.
true, but these are five midfielders, and the manager is picking a system that only
Mm.
allows him to play two midfielders. So I think that he can reach at Man United,
With
and
the help of the
while,
fullbacks.
while he's at Carrington, he might just switch it up and play an extra midfielder. Because I mean, if you're looking at the better players that you do have, then you will have to choose the better players, and the system will depend on uh, the better players you have at the club.
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
thank you. Of course, Sinan says Liverpool is a big club and maybe second in England, but all after Manchester United. I wish Taji was around. He could wreck you right now,
that's
Sinan.
what I'm saying.
He could wreck you right now. Thank you so much, everyone that is tuning in. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, Omorim to Man United is official. The new manager coming in. Of course, it's been a crazy 36 hours. It's been a very no 36, just no 72 hours. It's been a crazy 72 hours.
Yeah,
Speculations and all this. And Josh, by the way, his backroom stuff also comes with him. We talked about the sports
yeah,
scientist, the
it will
goalkeeper
come with him.
specialist. Yeah, Bereida. We talked
But
about Candido
as for
Fernandez.
now,
Yeah.
the fee that United has paid is 11
Mm,
million euros
mm,
for the services of Amorim. But
yeah, correct.
his clause was 10 million euros. But they said that they demanded for 5 million euros for
The
Man
short
United
notice
to have
thing.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Man United to have him immediately, because in his contract he had a 30-day notice, which he ought to have given Sporting Lisbon before he left. But then
Mm.
United comes, makes the bid, pays the clause, the 10 million euro clause. But then again, Sporting Lisbon is saying they didn't give us notice. So Man United ended up paying 1 million euros instead of the
But
five that
United
they
has a
had
very,
demanded.
very good relationship with Sporting Lisbon.
It's
We've
not just about the
Nani.
relationship, but we now have robust negotiators. We have people who can pull down a fee. Before with Edward Arnold and Mato, It just seemed
Yeah,
that we had people who only got the fee increased because at that point.
and that is how
But
we got
here we are
Casemiro on our
seeing
hands.
even
Yeah,
Anthony, because
Anthony.
at this
Yeah,
at this moment we see that there's always a reduction in the
because
asking
the
price.
way they bargained, the way they negotiated just to get the Ugarte deal closed, it was
We got
incredible.
it
It was
42.
incredible.
It ended up being a 42 million pound deal. But
Yeah, it
Sky
was
Sports
incredible.
will tell you, that Eric Ten Hag has bought Ugarte for 60 million pounds or some shit like that. But
Mm.
when they know that the add-ons may not count.
Well, it's good business, and I hope United keep on. I mean, making very good deals. I'm happy that he came through. They negotiated so well, and
Yeah.
you know
So
why?
what I was saying
Yo,
was,
so,
yeah.
yeah, no, no,
What I was saying
carry
was
on,
that
Josh.
after that transaction of 11 million euros, we did get the
Yeah,
services of Ruben Amorim. So we have announced, and we do have him. He will be our next head coach. But
yeah,
the structure to deal with the coaching stuff that is coming with this will be
yeah.
sorted in the next few days.
Really, how so, Josh? I thought everything was already done. Everything was had been already sorted.
No, we've only gotten word on Amorim. I know Amorim and Sporting Lisbon put out a statement. Of course, I don't speak Portuguese, but I know the figures. I saw the figures.
Yeah,
Yeah, they put out a statement, and they're only talking about Amorim. And remember, they had demanded for an extra fee, which was not disclosed for the staff that he's going with. But I know it's just a formality. The staff will be let go, and the same will be concluded in the next few days.
well, that's very good, and I hope he comes in swinging. He comes very soon. Rather, that his backroom stuff comes very soon. And yeah, I can't wait for him to get started. It will be really, really nice to have him get started. It will be nice to have some good football. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and
So,
we have a record at
and of
Ipswich.
course, we wish him all the best for him to start to come in winning. I would love for him to win right away as soon as he comes
No,
in.
he will win. He will win. The players
Well,
will win.
well, thank you everyone that has been streaming. Please, we are coming back later in the next 4, 5 hours. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for streaming, Josh and Isaac. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. We are signing out. Sports Jazz, baby.
Let's catch you on the preview. Man United,
Yep.
Chelsea.